they all have a desire to change and to be different and to escape. They just don't know how to. They need help, and they are good and loving people at heart. They're lost and confused.
When he was in the youth justice system, it's like I had to carry that burden and the responsibility once he was removed from the house. It got to a point where I literally had to quit my job because I was like the only focal point of like reference. I'd say that's a struggle that like I'm still trying to process through.
The financial side of things was always a big struggle. I remembered we'd moved houses consistently. I'd see kids playing sports, this and that, but I had no way to, access that. So that was there, and also the financial side of things. It was very hard to afford a lot of things growing up, but I was always able to find a way to have fun and put a smile on my own face and the faces of others.
We can't give good advice to government about how to stop young people coming into the youth justice system unless we're hear from and are informed primarily by young people. So that's why today is incredibly important. This is just one forum. We're having other forums, we're having other opportunities to make sure that we hear from young people who've been in the system, young people who are still in the system, young people who are not in the system, but have friends, family members, cousins. We are very clear that we can't drive the change that is needed unless that change is informed by hearing from you. So that's part of what we bring as the Commission to this project.
Firstly, I want to say good morning to everyone here. My name is Ken Angok. I work for Mountain City Council and I'm a co-founder and executive director of African Youth Initiative. In the context of youth justice, much like the impact of COVID-19 pandemic, we can draw parallels to the concept of feeling locked up. Beyond the physical walls of institutions, and young individuals caught in the justice system often experience a different form of confinement. Similar to the way that the pandemic restricted our movements, these young individuals often find themselves limited by stigma, prejudice, and a lack of opportunity. Understanding the emotional toll of youth justice is vital. It's a call to action, using us to advocate for rehabilitation, support, and second chances for these young lives. This event will bring together the community and allow young people to be seen and heard in the hope that they will be recognized and empowered. There's a great African proverb that says, if you're too small to make a difference, try spending the night with a mosquito. So take that as you wish, but yeah.
So I think for a little bit of context, can we all go around quickly and share a little bit about our experience growing up?
I'd say a struggle that I've experienced, especially with my brother, who's like the only boy in our family. When he was in the youth justice system, it's like I had to carry that burden and the responsibility once he was removed from the house, and like through his experiences and seeing him, transitioning up, like it went from 16 up to 19, and it got to a point where I literally had to quit my job because I was like the only focal point of like reference, or like I had to hold that responsibility because my mum was going to work and had to maintain the household, so she doesn't have time to be there for him, and I had to show up for his courts. And I'd say that's a struggle that like I'm still trying to process through.
I felt misunderstood at times. I kept to myself. I'm a quiet person, but I had a good childhood until things started going wrong. How did I get involved in youth justice? I can give you a short answer because it's not really precise. Committing crime. Type of crimes that will get you in trouble. Stealing, hurting people. Growing up, going to school, as I mentioned earlier, it was a lack of things, you know. If I'd ask a mom for money and she said, like, not right now, I'd be like, all right, fine, I'll find my own way. I'll get it my own way. And that's kind of how it was. And I learned that through that way, I can get anything I wanted. And I didn't need to ask her. I didn't need permission. You know what I mean? And that led to, yeah.
Can you share a little bit about some of the beliefs or the stereotypes you'd like to challenge about young people, young South Sudanese people who do end up in the youth justice system?
I would say a stereotype would be that they are bad people. Look, all these people that I've known and grown up with, they're all wonderful people. I've spoken to them, and they all have a desire to change and to be different and to escape. They just don't know how to, you know, and it is hard because I've been there myself. They need help, and they are good and loving people at heart. They're lost and confused. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
We are the architects of our destiny, and every voice in the room matters. So as we dive into the exciting conversations that lie ahead, I encourage you to voice your opinions and challenge the status quo, and be open to new perspectives. Let's learn, grow, and collaborate, because together we can turn ideas into actions and dreams into reality. Thank you for being here today and for bringing your enthusiasm and your curiosity at this forum. And let's leave a lasting and impact that resonates beyond these walls. So,